Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Throughout the week, guys, we'll be looking at all the iconic vehicles in the Origins line that have come out, and there have been some absolutely amazing vehicles so far. And here are some right here. Of course, we had taken a look at the Land Shark. We looked at the Wind Raider, which is my personal favorite so far in the Origins line right there. Then we have the Ground Ripper, or if you wish to call it the Road Ripper. And this will be the main focus of today's review. We'll take a look at the packaging, the artwork, and all the items it comes with. Of course, this was the second time that we got a figure included in the packaging. The first time was, of course, with Prince Adam with the Sky Sled. And this time we have Mechanic right there. We also will compare this version of the Road Ripper or Ground Ripper to the 80s version, okay, thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics, all right. Then we have the Talon Fighter and Point Dread. And finally, we have the Walmart exclusive Stridor to take a look at throughout the week. Right there. Of course, I do have a loose version of the Ground Ripper, and we'll take a much closer look at the vehicle itself. All right. So if you give me 1 second, guys, and get these other vehicles out of the way. Ooh. Hang on, guys. All right, guys, here we go. So this was a Target exclusive, okay? You got the Master Universe logo right there, Mechanic and Ground Ripper. You have Grayskull. You got Mechanic rolling away from Grayskull. Looks absolutely beautiful, as always. Now, as far as the artwork is concerned in the packaging, of this particular packaging, there's not much going on. You know, when we see from the past other packagings with vehicles and play sets, you see a lot more going on, more figures, more vehicles, you know. This one is not, it's a little bit more plain Jane to me. Still beautiful, of course, with Mechanic and stuff like that. But as far as like seeing other characters in the world of the Master Universe, you don't really see a whole lot in this particular artwork. I feel like it's a little downgraded for me personally, okay? But, you know, I love the shot of Mechanic, and there's the Ground Ripper. Speaking of the Ground Ripper, there it is right there. Looks like right out of the 80s. Looks absolutely beautiful. It comes with an extra head. Right there. And we'll talk about that extra head here in a minute, guys. There is old Mechanic right there. And you know how I feel about Mechanic, okay? Being a part of this. And Prince Adam, I'm not a big fan of figures included in vehicles. I would love for the figures to be on their standalone cards or deluxe figures, and not be part of vehicles. That way I can display, for me, this is my personal, you know, I mean, I love the fact that we got Mechanic, don't get me wrong, you know, but for me personally, I like to keep my figures together, you know, with each other, and not be standalone figures in vehicles. That's my personal preference. But I'm still happy we got Mechanic in the Origins line. And who knows, with the cartoon collection, maybe we'll get, you know, a version of Mechanic in single carded form. You know, maybe the 2000X version. You know, so I just hope. So that's my personal preference, is that I prefer my vehicles standalone vehicles and not with other figures included with it. You know, that's just how I feel. But I am happy that Mechanic is included, and we finally got Mechanic. It was just a matter of time that we got Mechanic. Now, as far as the artwork is concerned, you can see on the side, there's nothing going on right there. And of course, the back is really pretty. Now, the back is amazing. I love the back right there. It looks really good. Okay, you got Mechanic looking over, you know, spying on King Hiss and Tongue Lasher right there. And there's his action call. And you know, don't get me started with the whole Mechanic, you know, his iconic feature when he twists the body, his neck goes up and down. I really wish that Mattel would have given us a authentic Mechanic, you know, in the line of the Origins. Maybe they still will if we get maybe do a Mechanic Turtles of Grayskull version, maybe, or even the cartoon collection. But still, like I said, he's an amazing figure, and I'm happy to have it. You can see that how easy it is to swipe out the head sculpt on your Road Ripper or Ground Ripper right there very easily. And there's old let it for real racing action right there. Of course, the cross cell, the other figures. And I think this came out in 2021, I believe. Because normally, well, not all the time, but usually we get that new for 2021 or new for 2022 little logo over here. And this is one of the times where we did not get that sticker. So I do believe that the Ground Ripper was a part of the 2021 line. Okay. All right, and then real fast, guys. Let's take a look at. Oh, get that away. Let's look at the 80s version here. Okay. Only first. Let me get the figure loose here, guys. Sorry about that, but there it is, right there. All right. So this was the 80s version. It came out in 1984. There it is. It was called the Road Ripper. And with the original 80s 4 release, it had a pull string right there. And for me personally, this is one of the times where I feel like the original vehicle is far superior than the Origins vehicle. I think out of all the vehicles so far, I would have to say that the Ground Ripper, for me personally, is my least favorite vehicle. Okay, and I'll show you why. Because with that main, little pull string right there, you can pull it. It's kind of like Orco. You put it right there. Show this right. There's a little hole right there. You put the little pull string in there, and you pull it out, and it revs up the wheels and let it go on its own. That is not included in the Origins version here. But there it is, front to back right there. And a little fun fact right there. I'm going to pause that if you wish to read that. The original name was going to be Tri-Track, and the early concept artwork was black and red color scheme, and not green. Whereas the box art as well is, a little bit different. He has He-Man with the Ground or the Road Ripper, and not Mechanic. There's the cross-sew of the other particular. There is Mechanic right there, and the other vehicles. All right. So yeah, for me personally, I think the 80s version is far superior than the Origins version. Now I'm happy to get the Ground Ripper or the Road Ripper. Once again, stickers are included already on the vehicle. Really nice. And you can see normally where the hole would be. They removed that action call, and that's one of the times where I scratch my head, and I just don't know why they removed this action call out. But you can see on the bottom right there, you can see where the wheels would have probably been. I never owned, first off, I've never owned a original Road Ripper, in my original collection. And I just assume where, if there was a pulley system in the back, I would feel like those would be the wheels would go right there in the back and underneath the vehicle here, and you just pull it out and letting these wheels rev, and you let it go, and it just moves on its own. Yeah, so one of those times where I don't understand why, Mattel, decided to remove its action call out, with the pull string. I think that's a little bit of a letdown for me, and that's one of the main reasons why this vehicle, which is very cool, is probably one of my least favorite vehicles so far that has been released from the Origins line. Don't mention, you can pop the head off here. There's the head. This right here. I mean, no stickers, no decal, nothing. I mean, except for the stickers for the computer and stuff like that. But, there's no stickers for the eyes, nothing like that. It's like a plain drain green. And, I mean, to me personally, that's just like, I mean, it's okay. But I would have liked to see some detail, some stickers. This is the bad guy version of the Ground Ripper. Give me some menacing eyes and stickers. You did it with this version. I mean, I can't even hold it real fast, guys. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, you can see I would, prefer this version. I'm sure everybody else who has the Ground Ripper does probably prefer this version of the face sculpt than this one. This is just a plain Jane, plain green, nothing special. I mean, you can tell this is supposed to be a mouth right here with the teeth right here, but give us some eyes, something menacing, something cool. And they didn't include that with this particular face sculpt here with the Ground Ripper. And that's another letdown for me. So that's why I prefer, and I'm sure everybody else prefers, having this version of the face sculpt or the head of the Ground Ripper on their Road Ripper. But as you can see, I mean, it's right out of the 80s. Let me get a little bit down here, guys. But you can see it's right out of the 80s. I mean, the look looks amazing. You know, I got to give them that. But for the life of me, it's one of those times where with the figure, you know, it doesn't have the action call out. Even the vehicle itself doesn't have the action call out. The whole combo here is, for me personally, it's a letdown. No, not to say that Mechaneck is a letdown. Like I said, I'm happy to have Mechaneck in the collection. But like I said, you know, earlier in the video, I wished that Mattel would have given us that option, that really cool action call out. When you twist the body, his neck will go up and down. You know, maybe we'll still get that feature somehow, some way. With maybe if they do a Turtles of Grayskull version of Mechaneck, or the cartoon collection will give us a Filmation style Mechaneck. Was Mechaneck ever part of the Filmation style? Yeah, I think he was. I know he was more heavily shown in the 2000X cartoon. And yeah, I think Mechaneck was part of the Filmation cartoon. I think so. Let me know in the comments below, guys. I think he was. But, you know, that action feature, that when he twists the body, the head goes up and down. I really wish Mattel would have given us that option, or given us that feature in Mechaneck. And the fact that, you know, I wish Mechaneck was more of a was part of a single carded figure, you know, exclusive or retail, and not part of a vehicle. I like to have all the vehicles to stand alone, and not have any figures. That's including even Prince Adam. I wish Prince Adam was maybe included with Cringer or a single carded figure, and not part of the Sky Sled. But it is what it is. But, you know, I'm happy to have Mechaneck and Prince Adam in the collection. But, you know, with no action feature with Mechaneck, and no pull, you know, even if you want to, like, have it, like, you, like, back it up, and then it moves on its own, like, you just put and like that, I think that would be a nice touch, too. If you couldn't give us the pull string, for what reason, I do not know. You know, let's have it where you can, like, push back and let it click into place. When you let go, it moves on its own. You know, something like that, you know. But you can see right there, like, it's like almost they had, you know, they were going to do it. You know, and the last minute, somebody decided, no, we won't give them that. You know, let them, like, roll on its own. You know, it's fine how it is. They don't need that action call out. You know, that old school pull back, you know, string and let it move on its own. You could tell, like, somebody was thinking, like, they're gonna add that really cool feature with the Ground Ripper, and somebody from Mattel said, nah, we don't need that right now. You know, we don't need it. I think they're, you know, should be happy with how it is. Trying to maybe save some money, maybe, I don't know. But I really wish that, you know, if they can redo a vehicle right now, I feel like, for me personally, I would love them to redo the Ground Ripper or the Road Ripper, you know, and give us that really cool action call out. But you can see the great detail in the stickers right there. It looks amazing. Mechaneck looks really cool, you know. But there you go, guys. There's a look at the Ground Ripper. The detail of Mechaneck real fast here, guys. And don't get me wrong, guys. You know, I'm not trying to badmouth or, you know, this video be a negative, you know, review. I'm happy to have this in the collection, guys. It's an amazing vehicle, a must-have. But I really think that Mattel, you know, did some, you know, shortcuts here with this particular vehicle, with the artwork, with the figure itself. You know, they could have done a much better job with this, even though it looks amazing. And I'm happy to have it in the collection. I just feel like they cut some corners here, you know, to put this product out. You know, like, they were rushed. Like, they had to get this product out in a very quick manner. And to me, I think that's, you know, I don't like rush jobs. I don't know. To me personally, this is my perfect, you know, I feel like, you know, this is my least favorite vehicle so far in the Origins line. You know, the way, you know, they rushed it, you know, with the whole thing. I don't know. So let me know in the comments below, guys, how you feel about the Ground Ripper, or the Road Ripper, if you wish to call it, you know, in your collection. Do you feel, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer this version, the Origins version, or do you prefer the 80s version? All right. So let me know in the comments below. Am I overreacting? How about that? I could be totally overreacting, and this is an amazing vehicle if I just take the time to really look at it, and and I mean, beautiful. I mean, it looks amazing. It looks right out of the 80s. I'll give them that much. It looks great. I love the stickers, fact they're included. I love Mechanic. I just wish his action call out was included, and the fact that I wish he was a single carded figure and not included with this packaging. But this right here, I wish there was some detail with the face sculpt here, with the eye. Give me some menacing eyes. If this is supposed to represent maybe the bad guy, Ground Ripper, if you wish to do that, and if you have multiple Ground Rippers in your collection, you can have some of these, as the bad guy version, and these, of course, with the good guy version, But give us some menacing, some evil eyes, something really cool, And I guess, the original Ground Ripper didn't have any type of armaments and stuff like that. It was more like maybe like a getaway vehicle, in the world of Master Universe, or just a spy vehicle. So there's no blasters, no, no weapons, nothing like that. It's just a getaway vehicle, I guess you can call it. All right. So once again, guys, let me know how you feel about the whole Ground Ripper and the Origins line. Is this a favorite vehicle of yours, or if this, like me, you feel like it's kind of a letdown? Let me know in the comments below. All right. One more shot of the Ground Ripper. And I guess they had to call it the Ground Ripper because I believe they lost the rights at some point. I think another toy line or calling something else the Road Ripper, so they can't call it the Road Ripper. They have to call it the Ground Ripper. I guess they lost the rights to call this the Road Ripper, and so they had to call it the Ground Ripper. All right, guys. I'd like to take the time now to thank my subscribers. If you made it this far in the video and have not subscribed, please subscribe, guys. I love talking with you guys all things Master Universe, like the Origins line here. All right, could be the Vintage Origins line, to the cartoon collection, to the Turtles of Grayskull, to even the Masters of the WWE Universe, which was like what I call personally the granddaddy, the one that started it all. The first Origins figures in the world of the Master Universe was the Masters of the WWE Universe crossover event. All right, to the, of course, the Masterverse line too, to the CGI line. Okay, hit that like button, and thank you for doing that, guys. It helps me out. It helps my channel to get out there to grow, and for hopefully more people to watch my videos, and hopefully for subscribe as well. So hitting that like button means a lot, guys, and thank you for doing that, guys. And hit that notification bell when you all upload new videos. And of course, after posting this, I hope that everyone, including myself, has been able to pre-order, if you wish to get it, the Mattel Creations exclusive Rock On. It should be out by tomorrow, on Wednesday, today. So yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, because I've been watching stuff, and hopefully they've been able to fix their situation with the shipping, their international shipping problems. And I'm very curious, what's going to happen with that. All right. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys have been able to, pre-order your own Rock On. Me too as well. Like I said in previous videos, I always go for one exclusive, only one so far, and then if I get that one secured and ready to go, if there's still time, if still figures available, then I always go for a second one for my loose collection. But that's how I go. I go for one. If I can get it, great, amazing, yes. Then if there's time and especially, if there's still availability, that's another thing. That's what Mattel should do, is they do like a made to order and give us, maybe a nice window of maybe, a day, of allowing us to purchase Rock On, if you can't make it, because sometimes people can't make it, because they're busy at work, or they can't make it to their, to their computers or to their phones or whatever, how they ever, So, Mattel should allow us collectors, some time, to allow us to, get the figures at a time, don't rush, basically, I'm trying to say. Giving us time to purchase these figures at a safe and timely manner instead of have to rush and so I hope Mattel will do that. I'm sure they won't, but that'll be kind of nice. But hopefully, like I said, I hope that everyone has been able to pre-order Rock On. All right. And did you see Toy Habits? Real fast, guys. I know I'm still talking. Toy Habits photograph and showing that Too Bad is going to be a San Diego Comic Con exclusive. That's going to be the exclusive from Origins. It will be Too Bad. And also, speaking of Too Bad, there's going to be a Too Bad version of Bebop and Rocksteady for the Turtles of Grayskull. So they're going to be like a mashup between their own version of Too Bad, which is going to be half Bebop and half Rocksteady in the Origins line, which I found kind of interesting. All right. Of course, guys, share this video, guys. For anyone who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe, like the Origins line, for over 40 plus years, guys, of this amazing product from the 2000X to the 80s version, to the amazing classics version, to Mondo, to Super 7, to New Adventures of He-Man too, if you're a big fan of that toy line, to the Masterverse line, to the CGI line, to the Turtles of Grayskull, to now the new Filmation cartoon or the cartoon collection versions now. So even this is still a Master Universe, the Masters of the WWE Universe is another Master Universe line, another crossover event. All right. So after 40 years of this amazing product, guys, and I hope you guys are, it's amazing. I love talking with you guys all day, and so guys, I'm just excited, guys. I'm so excited, guys. All right. So guys, I hope you guys have a great Wednesday, and like I said, I hope you guys are able to pre-order your Rock On Origins figure, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Take care, guys, and have a good one.